Welcome to Dr. Jae Francis YouTube channel. Are you applying for marriage-based green card in 2025? You probably heard rumors or reports that USCIS is calling more couples in for interviews, even though marriage green card interviews were often waived in the past. Today, I'm going to break down exactly what's happening, what questions to expect, and how you can prepare for success. Number one, is there an interview for marriage green card now? Let's start with the biggest update. Since July 2022, USCIS had been waiving interviews for many marriage green card cases. However, if you filed your I-130 and 45 toward the end of 2024 and early 2025, you've probably already received or will soon receive a notice for interview, in-person interview. So why the change? While there has been no official policy announcement from USCIS, we've been seeing clear trend. Nearly all marriage-based green card applications filed since late 2024 are now being scheduled for interviews. This change appears to reflect the agency's renewed focus on verifying the authenticity of marital relationship under Trump. So yes, if you're applying now or filed recently, you should absolutely expect an interview. Now being prepared could be the difference between approval and delay or even denial. Number two, how long does a green card interview take? What is a green card interview duration? Here's what a day of your interview looks like. You should plan to enter your local USCIS field office at least 30 minutes before your scheduled appointment time. After passing through security, you'll check in at reception desk and wait for your name to be called. If you and your spouse are interviewed together, what we call a joint interview, it typically lasts around 30 minutes. During this time, the immigration officer will review both your I-130 and I-45 forms and ask basic questions about your relationship. However, if your case raises any red flag or lacks strong documentation, or there's a confusion about where you live and all this information, then the officer may decide to conduct a Stokes interview, meaning you and your spouse will be interviewed separately. In this scenario, the U.S. citizen spouse is usually interviewed first, followed by the foreign spouse. These separate interviews may last 60 to 90 minutes or longer and may involve very detailed questions about the relationship. Number three, what questions do they ask in marriage interview? Let's talk about what to expect during your interview. Here are some of the most commonly asked questions by the USCIS officers in marriage green card interviews. I'm gonna list very typical commonly asked question. How did you and your spouse meet? Where and when did you meet in person for the first time? When did you start living together? Who proposed and how did the proposal happen? When and where did you get married? Did you have a wedding celebration? Where was it? And who attended? The above questions may result in various follow-up questions. So for example, when you propose, officer may ask, was there any other than you and your spouse when you propose? And then you said, I proposed to my future spouse in State Park, and there was 4 friends attended this proposal, special events. And then officer may ask the names of those who attended, and then relationship between them and you and your spouse. So this simple list of basic relationship questions may last up to 30 minutes if you're interviewed separately. These questions may seem simple, but how you answer and how consistent your answers are matters greatly. I meant this. Simple but critical. Officers are trained to detect signs of fraud or inconsistency, and even small differences in your responses may raise concerns. Number 4, what should you not do during USCIS interview? Let's talk about common mistakes to avoid. This could seriously jeopardize your case. First, never arrive late. Being late not only disrupts the schedule, it can also lead officers to question the authenticity of your marriage. Number 2, always attend together. If the U.S. citizen spouse doesn't show up, it is likely your application will be denied. Number 3, prepare for possibility of strong interviews, separate interviews. Review your relationship timeline and key facts so both of you tell same answers. Make sure that your answers align. Any inconsistencies, especially in Stokes interview, may trigger delays or even denials. Number 5, what documents do I need for immigration interview? So let's talk about what kind of documents you need to bring for your upcoming interview. Your interview notice will list required documents, and you should bring every item mentioned in your notice. They typically include your government issue ID, your passport, especially the one used for your entry into the U.S., your marriage certificate, and your spouse proof of U.S. citizenship. But that's just the beginning. What's really important is to bring updated evidence of your relationship to your interview. Bring recent joint lease agreements, utility bills, bank statements, photos of joint travel trips, and anything else that proves that you live together and share a life. Remember, you need to show that you live together, you build financials together, and you presented community as loving married couple. Your goal is simple: to show that your marriage is genuine, ongoing, and not just for immigration benefits. It means they're getting green card only. If you recently moved to a new location, change your jobs, or open new additional joint bank account, savings account, any sort of financials, bring documents that reflects those positive updates. Number 6, Final thoughts and recommendation. To summarize, USCIS has resumed scheduling nearly all marriage green card application for interview, especially those who filed toward the end of 2024 and early 2025. Being unprepared is not an option. The interview is your opportunity to prove your marriage is real. So take it seriously. Make sure that you review the forms I-130 and 45, especially in some case A64, affidavit of support. Memorize key facts about relationship and immigration history. Talk through your timeline with your spouse and collect and prepare updated documents that support your case. If this video helped you understand what to expect in your marriage green card interview, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel for more up-to-date immigration guidance, and leave a comment below with your interview experience or questions. Thank you so much for watching this video. Peace be with you.